Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed, and I got a fun box in from the Crafters Workshop. So let's open up and take a look. Oh my gosh, I am like in mixed media heaven. Do you see this? This is amazing. Okay, Crafters Workshop, and I went and helped them when I was at Creativation 2018. And Jamie and a lady named Cheryl, she helps run them. They asked me to come and just like demo for a couple hours, which was fantastic. I got to sit in a booth and have some fun. I mean, how awesome is that? And so she said, thanks so much. I did a couple videos. Somebody came and videoed me while I was there. And then she sent me an email after the fact and said, well, would you like anything? I was like, well, sure. I have a couple. What I really had is I don't even have that one. Which one is it? I don't even know if it's in here because I told her the one that I had. Nope, she didn't give me the one that I had, which is fine. I had the Shimmery Goodness. That's the only one that I have, and I absolutely love it. And then she said, well, what stencils do you have? And I said, well, I have about 3 or 4. She goes, oh no, we got to fix this. So holy crap, look what she sent me. This stuff is awesome. So let's go through the stencils first, and then we're going to do the mediums because they are rocking. If you have not seen any of the videos of when I went through the various different the booth tour and me while I was doing at the conference demoing and stuff, take a look. I'll have the links at the end of the video. I've also guest designed for them in the past, and that's how I got my other design. Okay, so I love their various designs. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I love them so much. And they're from a lot of amazing artists. You can just see them. There is 6x6 stencils, and then there is 12x12 stencils, and that is what is so cool. So here is the first one, designed by Jamie. I wonder who Jamie is. Is the owner. So she's done some stencils. I love this grid work. That's so cool. This one is called Mini Harlequin, and so here she is. This is the owner. She's awesome. And so this is an amazing stencil. That is so cool. This one is by Rebecca Meyer, and we actually, all the ladies who went to the Crafters Workshop and who designed for her or who helped and demoed with her, we all went out to dinner one night, and I sat next to Rebecca, and she is such a sweetie. I love this. Look, all the cool designs here. Aren't they awesome? I love the butterflies and the etching. This one is called Mini Specimens. That is fun. So there's Rebecca right there. Over here we have another Rebecca, and I love the cool splotches. That is so fun. The paint splotches and then the rings. Great job. This one's called Mini Coffee Splotch. See, I got the right idea. This one is Balazar Designs. And look at all the cool shapes on here. Those are so fun. I am such a geometric person when it comes to using stencils. I love the geometric shapes, and so these are fantastic. And this is called Mini Patterns. So there it is, and I keep on messing her name up. It's Julie Faifan Balazar, or Balzer. I think it's Balzer. Please let me know if I said the name right or wrong. I think it's Balzer because there's no A in there. Balzer, yeah. This is Carmen Mendelin. Or Medellin, sorry. And look at that Celtic design. So pretty. There it is. Celtic design. Look, I nailed that one. Here's one from Gabrielle Polanco. I have loved her work for ages. When all of her scrapbook pages, I am a huge fan of hers. And I get one of her stencils now. That's so fun. I think that's the only one in this batch that's of hers, but I love it. So this is Gabrielle Polanco's, and this one is called Crazy Waves. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And you can tell like she drew this by hand. That's what's so cool about that. This is another one. This is just Art by Marlene. Oh, Marlene's watched a few of my videos before. And I've seen some of her work. It's so cool. And so here's another one, the 6x6. And look at the geometric shapes on that. That is so fun. Oh, there's a couple others. I'll do those next too. And this one's called Kitchen Tiles. And there's Marlene right there. And then, oh, look at that. That is cool. They look like fish eyes, but swirls and patterns. I wonder what she called it. Free swirl. Yeah, swirls and patterns. But it almost looks like it's like the part of the fish and like the fish scales. That's cool. That's so fun. That would be a really cool design on something. So fun. And then look at this geometric pattern here too. Look, the hearts are in there. All the interlacing hearts. There's like little hearts all over the place. I wonder what she called it. Scroll work. I love it. So pretty. All right, here's another one to Lacey from Balzar Designs. I hope I'm saying that right. And look at all the leafy squirrels and the vines, and that would look so pretty on something. I love it. Tangled Vine. Lots of geometric patterns again. Look at all the cool shapes that you can get. So when you're doing stencils, that's the cool part, is you just have to do like little bitty sections, and it is amazing. So this one we have is just 6x6 shapes. Numbers. Oh, numbers are really cool. That can be so much fun. Look at all those. And number scramble. Oh, look at the pretty doily. So this is one where it's actually not on a square. It actually is the design of that. This is by Rebecca Meyer again. Look how pretty. And this is scalloped mandala. And then I love this one's also by Jamie, and it's very geometric. So up my alley. So much stuff that you can do with these. And this one is just called microdots. So those are the 6x6s. Now I got to figure out a way to store all these wonderful stencils. I love them. I love stencils, but I don't have a huge, huge collection of them, and now I do. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so here we have Rhonda Palizzeri Designs. I have not seen hers. We haven't seen her yet, so that's Rhonda Palizzeri. I love all the little grids. You can actually cut that up, and if you want to sort smaller. So it's a 12 by 12 stencil template, and this is Moroccan tiles. And so here she is. Very pretty. I love it. Okay, I'm trying to put the people together. Really, we got kind of a sampling of everything. This one's from hot off the press. So a few other companies also work with Crafters Workshop to create dies and stencils, not dies, right? Stencils that will go with their company. So this is one that's from hot off the press. Look at the pretty floral design. It looks like a giant doily. I love that. And this one is called Octagonal Lace. So pretty. So again, this is from hot off the press. I love this one. I have a small version of this, and I love the big version. This one's so pretty. I actually have the 6x6, and I was hoping to get the big one too. So, yay! So this one is called Riveted. So pretty. I just love the fact that it's got all these rivets and stuff. So cool. Okay, and that was from Gabriel Placo. So there it is. This is from Balzar Designs, and look at all the dots. So cool. There's so much that you can do, especially when it comes to mixed media and just putting it on anything, you know, canvas, paper, on your cards. So much you can do with it. Circle of Jewels. Yeah, it definitely is a circle of jewels. So pretty. I love it. You can just use ink with it, you know, on whatever, card making. So much fun stuff. Rebecca Meyer. Oh, I love how she's got like layers to her stencils. There's so many parts to it. So it looks like you've got one stencil on top of another on top of another. It's so pretty. So, so cool. This one is called Flower Grid. Yeah, gorgeous. Here's another one from Art by Marlene. Look at this one, like the roses. It's like you've taken a snapshot into your like a garden, and this is like a blueprint of what a garden would look like with the roses and the vines coming up and the leaves and all this fun stuff. What should you call this one? Wild roses. Look, see, it's close. So pretty. And then we're back to the beginning again. Okay, so those are all the stencils, but you need something to use with the stencils. So Crafters Workshop has come out with a whole bunch of amazing, and I'm going to go with the basics first, and I'm going to show you guys the fun stuff that came after. So they came out with a whole bunch of really cool mediums that you can use. So we have modeling paste. We have clear modeling paste. And let's see if we can open it so you can see the difference. So it still looks like it's got a color to it, but look, so it's got a little bit of a color to it. But create your own colored paste, mix with them, dense texture. That's some cool stuff. Oh, this is made in Canada. That's cool. And then this is the colored one. So it's not super clear, but I think it maybe dries clear. So that's kind of fun. We also have the light and fluffy. This is literally, the light and fluffy is half the weight of the modeling paste, which is pretty cool. And it really is. It looks like Cool Whip, but it's fun. And every single one of these different textures and mediums that we're playing with, here's gesso. Love this stuff. Matte translucent. They all have their own thing that they do. There's a reason for them. And so like gesso is something that you can put over top so that it will have give everything a tooth. So if you're wanting to cover up something, so if you take a piece of something that's black and you want to make it, it's got, you know, you wanted to, hang on. All right, so let's say I wanted to have the shape of this and I want the design of all this, but I want to make it a different color without having to paint it. I can go in with the gesso, the clear, this is clear gesso, so it makes it a translucent. So it also protects the cover of the page. There is also a white gesso. So the white gesso will give it a white coat when it's done. The clear gesso will be clear when it's done. It'll dry clear. So let's say you do like an art journal for the clear gesso and you want to go through and you want to seal it before adding another layer so things don't blend. That's a good reason for the clear gesso. The modeling paste, you want a clear modeling paste. It's a thicker medium, so it's going to give you more of a grit. It also is kind of acts as a really good glue, but it will be clear. But what if you want to have modeling paste, you want really thick texture on something, you want it to have that weight, that heft, then you have a white modeling paste that will do that job for you. The light and fluffy is a really cool medium that you can use if you want to create textures, but you don't want it to weigh it down. You want it light, you want it fluffy, you want it to look like it's fluffy is the bottom line. So it's just kind of fun stuff. Then we have our gel medium. This stuff is great for collage work. So if you wanted to use it kind of like a glue, and I hate to drop another name, but like Mod Podge, that kind of stuff. Mod Podge. I always get the name wrong. I always call it Mod Podge. How many of you do that? Okay, so a gel medium is great. This is a matte finish. So there's lots of different, this is a gloss finish, so the best ever gel medium. There's other companies that have them out there, but I mean, this stuff is awesome. You can use it as your glue, which is fantastic. Just look at that. So there's lots of companies that have out there. I know some people that will never use glues. They purely use the different mediums to stick everything down because they find that it just works better. It's not a fast drying time. You got to give it some time to do its thing, but when it dries, it is like a rock. All right, so what are some other basic ones? Oh yeah, white pearl modeling paste. So going back to the modeling paste again, but this one's got a pearlescent finish. So that is pretty awesome. Okay, we have a silver gesso. So what if you want to gesso something over, but you don't want it to be clear and you don't want it to be white? You can have a silver. You could also go into a black gesso. So maybe there's a reason that you want a black finish because there's certain colors that pop better with black as a background. And again, all the gessos will give everything like a tooth for the paint to stick to. And you can also obviously stencil with all of this stuff, which is pretty fantastic. Okay, what are some other fun ones we have? Some other what I would call basics. Okay, the last basic one, and then we're going to get into the fun ones. These are the new lines that are right here. Black modeling paste. So again, it's fitting into the modeling paste. It's a thicker something. You could also use this as kind of a glue. See how thick this is? It's very, very thick. In comparison to the gesso, just to kind of show you, the gesso I could actually pour out. It's so runny. It could pour out. This, I flip upside down, it's not going anywhere. So just giving you a difference in the consistency, the viscosity. This reminds you more of like toothpaste, whereas this is more like pancake batter, you know, in terms of how thick it is and how runny. Or peanut butter. You could go with peanut butter. Nutella. There you go. That's a good word. Because it, you know, it's not going to come out. You really have to scoop it out. And now I got it all over my finger. So needless to say, I have christened some of my mediums already. Okay, now there are some amazing new lines that have come in, and these are all, I think they're all modeling pastes. Pretty sure they all are. No, one more, sorry. Gold gesso. This is from her original line. So the gold gesso is so cool. It's just another color. So just to line them up. Okay, so just to kind of give you this, here's a line of all the gessos. They all serve the same purpose. They give your thing a tooth, but it just depends on what color you want. So if you want to have a black background or a clear background to coat something, or a gold or a white or even a silver, but they're all the same type of ingredient, it just has, or the same, they all serve the same purpose. It just depends. Maybe you want to have a base coat of a color instead of just white or black. Okay, so then you have the modeling paste. We have your standard modeling paste, nice and thick. It will, if you stencil with it, it's going to keep that form and give you that raised look. And also can act a little bit of as a glue if you need it to be. And then you also have the black modeling paste, a pearlescent version, a clear version, because maybe you want to add a color to it, or you just want to have the texture but don't have the color with it, so that's fun. And then there's a light and fluffy, which is super light and fluffy. The only other one that's not on here is the shimmery goodness, which acts, let's see if I can find it. So this is my battered and bruised bought container of shimmery goodness. I love it. It's a dries clear. It's like no ordinary paint or gel. I would kind of put it into the gel medium category, but it really is its own kind of animal in a lot of ways. That's kind of fun. Then we have the gel mediums. There's a glossy and a matte, and these are great for collage work or for just using as a standard glue if you want to use that. Okay, so now getting into the new stuff. All the new ones that she has sent and all the new lines that she has, trying to make room for all these beautiful things, are modeling pastes. So they're the nice thick modeling paste that we have here, but now we have beautiful colors to play with. So we have the marcasite in the silver. Look how pretty that is. And if you want to see these in action, I will be playing with them. But I already have a video that is up. It is a live video when I was actually up at the NAMTA show and I ran into her. So I will link that in this as well. So sterling silver modeling paste. Look how pretty. we were talking about, as because I was standing there and I was videoing her because we were live on the conference room floor. I was talking with Jamie while she was demoing. She actually had her voice. When we were at Creativation, she had lost her voice. Look at this one, copper penny, so pretty. And so she was showing how to use all of these live in the video. And we kept talking about how it looked like something that was so good you could eat it, but don't eat it. This one is platinum. And this is the new lines of all the beautiful colors. Look at this platinum. So pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And then we have a series of golds too. So this is a champagne gold. So gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, so yummy. So pretty. There's Grecian gold, which I love how there's different kinds of gold. Now I'm going to hold these up so you guys can see them one at a time. So you really can kind of see the difference. So this is the champagne gold. This is the Grecian gold. And this last one is antique gold. Because sometimes you really just need that other color. So look at that. They are different, very faintly, but different enough that I love the fact that she's made 3 different colors of gold. I think that's fantastic. So, and the thickness of this, I'm just going to stick my finger in here. It's like Nutella, right? Look at the thickness of that. Yum. Like you really want to try and eat this, but don't eat it. So it's so gorgeous. So while I was doing the demos at Creativation, these are some of the little pieces that I made using that. So this right here is actually one of the alphabets, and I believe I used the marcasite silver. Look how pretty that is. This right here is using the champagne, it's the champagne gold modeling paste. This one here was using the copper penny. So this is me playing while I was there. This one here is using the antique gold. Look how pretty, with obviously lots of her stencils. This one here is using the platinum. So pretty. And this is another platinum one. This one here is using the sterling. So gorgeous. This is another one where I used the gold. Now I'm not sure. Yeah, no, this is the champagne gold. And then there's also some other fun things. I put a different, I think I've got the shimmery goodness on the background, and then I also did some color because there's paints. This is some of the paint that they have that I used in their stencil. It's a really thick, heavy-bodied paint. She didn't send me any of it, which, shoot, you sent me enough. This is absolutely amazing. But the paints can be blended with all of these colors. I mean, just take a look at the blues that we have here. I mean, gorgeous stuff. So I am going to do something with these little tiles I've created. Oh, I forgot. I did some back sides. I did some back sides with some of these beautiful colors. Okay, I lied. I did backside of one. Well, 2. I did the backside of this one too, but I like the blue better. But I was going to do something with all these, and all these little pieces have come from Canvas Core, and I brought a few more home. They're just little swatches of canvas that I thought maybe I could like bind into a book or something. So that is yet to come. And now that I have some more stencils and I have all the beautiful pastes, I can finish because I only did one side and I needed to do the other. Oh, this one I did do too. Yeah, that was the one I did too. I had 4 that were blank. I mean, look at the snowflakes. So this one, actually, this is one of the stencils I just got. How fun. So I've got some of the stencils I was playing with. I don't think I got that one. Oh, I got that one too. Look how pretty. But I got the big version of that. Isn't that fun? So I got some of those new ones that she's got. So holy moly, this stuff is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe she sent this stuff to me. Thank you so much, Jamie. I am just in awe about all the amazing goodness that you have sent my way. I am going to be playing very, very soon. I have my book I need to finish that I have sitting right here. my baby right here. So thanks for stopping by. Links for where you can find all this amazing stuff are going to be down below. So make sure you take a look for that. Thanks so much. Please subscribe and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.